1 in 4 women are affected by domestic violence. 1 woman is killed almost every week, and 1 in 3 cases involve children. Family violence incident reports are going up, reaching 77,000 in 2016. Clearly something isn't working. Rosie is in an abusive relationship with her husband Pete, who has now been charged by police. Now Pete will face a magistrate. The magistrate focuses on Pete as the main party, who is either guilty or not. Pete broke the rules, is blamed, and a punishment is formulated to deter him from offending again. Rosie, however, is not given a lot of opportunity or encouraged to speak about the effects on her life. Therefore, her needs have not been completely met. Recently, a Royal Commission into Family Violence was completed. 3 relevant concerns were sentencing, recovery, and a restorative justice framework. Rosie's husband is likely to have to do a men's behaviour change program, which is a common punishment but is found to be insufficient to change behaviour, with little to no follow-up on an unspecialised program. For a healthy recovery, the 3 identified pillars of need are health, well-being, and financial security. The Commission believes current support is lacking. A restorative justice approach has the potential to meet a broad range of victims' needs and the potential to deliver better and longer-lasting outcomes. So how can we give Rosie a voice? After Pete is charged and an IVO is made, Rosie begins to notice posters on the back of toilet doors, see discreet Facebook ads in her feed, and receive cards from specialists which introduce her to restorative justice. Rosie calls the number wanting to know a bit more about the process. A receptionist takes her call and recommends she comes in to learn more. She is given a time to meet with a facilitator, who proceeds to explain even more about restorative justice to Rosie. Together, after some discussion, they complete a restitution request. The restitution request is a legal document which officially brings the victim into the situation, saying that help and closure is wanted. The restitution request is sent to the magistrate and Pete is ordered to have an introduction session with the facilitator. From here, the facilitator begins to engage Pete, finding out how open he is to this process, whilst trying to gain trust through explaining what it is and how it works. Should Pete be found to have a strong negative attitude, the facilitator can recommend a normal process resolution with some help for Rosie. If Pete passes the initial session, the mediation will take place. Facilitators are process people. They help organise and guide the session along. They are extremely well trained, keeping an eye on participants' body language, with the knowledge of social, cultural respects, and energy dynamics. Their role is to build good communication, maintain a safe and positive environment, balance power, and assist realistic and reasonable agreements. Community members are content people. Domestic violence is a very personal matter, and community members will be selected carefully. Volunteers will be assessed as suitable or not. Suitable participants come in all types, but supporting a positive environment is crucial. The community members do 3 things: represent the wider community, have an input into reparations, and provide support after mediation. Support after mediation could be taking Pete in for community service, an apprenticeship, or social groups and activities. A date is set, community members are selected, and everyone is notified via text, email, and by mail. The participants arrive to the mediation area of the court building. If during the one-on-one session with the facilitator, Rosie asks for Pete to not be able to see her, special preparations will be made. Pete would be asked to arrive first. He would go into a room and sit in a special spot which blocks his visual of Rosie, but not anyone else. However, Rosie wishes to see Pete. She wants him to see the hurt he caused. She wants him to say, "Yes, for once, I did it." The dialogue can be simplified into 3 steps: discussion of what happened, discussion of who was affected, discussion of how repairs will be made. It is these 3 steps that bring closure to the victim. Starting at the past and working towards the future helps the brain to overcome trauma. Throughout the mediation, the offender and victim are given cards of different types. The cards serve to provide a place to reflect on actions or feelings, write thoughts, give information about the process, and help them keep organised. At the end of the last session, Rosie and Pete are given the last card, which asks if they need help with housing, health and well-being, or work. The proposed optional pathway gives victims of domestic violence a chance to experience healthy healing and move forward. Shifting the focus of importance and aims, restorative justice can help people set things right.